It's Ash from SuperVideos back for another video for The Walking Dead Dead City. They recently released a new teaser, quick teaser for the second season, which we're going to be breaking down. There are definitely some little hints about what they might be doing in the second season, which we're going to be breaking down. So stay tuned, we'll be right back to break it all down. Alright, as always, before we dive into it, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. With that said, let's dive right into it. So this quick teaser starts with this shot of Maggie. We have a few people behind her. It seems as if she has like an army and they're basically getting prepared for some sort of battle. In the voiceover, she says, "After everything that happened, I know what it means to go back to Manhattan." So of course, she's referring to the events of not just the first season, but also her history with Negan. So she's saying, I know what it means to go back to Manhattan to help Negan, but I'm going to go and help. So that means she's definitely going back to help Negan. So she's not going back to do anything other than helping. I know that there are some rumors or predictions that she's going back because of the picture that she saw, because Herschel Jr. was drawing the Dama, so she's going back to take revenge or something like that, but it doesn't seem like that's her first concern. Like, that's not the only reason why she's going back. She's going back because she does truly feel like she's partially responsible for where Negan has landed. We have this shot of what appears to be a herd. We have Maggie, I think, in front right there. Very interesting. And then we have this shot of all of the lights in Manhattan turning on. So the power is on. They were able to turn the power back on in Manhattan using their trick that we learned about in the first season, which involved the methane from the walkers that they would find. So that's definitely very interesting. This is one of the biggest or most important parts of the story, or The Walking Dead in general, I think. Like, there isn't that much interest in anything they're doing with The Walking Dead, but this is something that is definitely intriguing. And then we have this other shot of Maggie looking quite stressed. We have this shot of Maggie and Pearlie, the bounty hunter that we saw in the first season, who was obviously there to get to Negan, but it looks like now he's teaming up with Maggie to help Negan. So that's definitely super interesting. But they're surrounded by walkers, and then Maggie says, "We gotta move, let's go." And then we have a couple shots of Maggie giving Herschel Jr. a hug. So it looks like she is gonna leave him behind, and this is probably before she leaves to go to Manhattan. We have this pretty interesting shot of Negan holding Lucille. That's pretty big. We have the Dama and the Croat and the others who are part of the Croat and the Dama's team. So it looks like Negan definitely has his army in Manhattan now. So that's definitely super interesting. We have basically the main leader, the Dama, and then her lieutenants, the Croat and Negan. If that sounds familiar to you, it should, because obviously back during the Saviors era, it was Negan as the leader and he had lieutenants like Simon, Dwight, and the others. So it looks like they're doing the same thing, which is kind of recycled, but the difference being that Negan is a lieutenant, not a leader. Not yet, at least. And then we have this pretty interesting scene with Maggie and Herschel Jr. They go into this room, they close the door, and then something massive hits the door and bends the door. I don't know if this is a walker or possibly a human doing this, or maybe someone just shoving a big cabinet into the door or something. But if it is zombies, then it definitely brings up the possibility of variants, or at least mutated walkers like the ones we saw in the first season of Dead City, which is definitely super interesting. But not much to really break down there. She says it's not over, and that's how the teaser ends. Not much there. There's a few interesting things, but not much there. But that's pretty much everything I wanted to go through in this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.